much gravity does a human really need? We know microgravity breaks the body. We know 1G keeps us healthy. But between those two, no one knows exactly where the threshold lies. These are 12 steps towards creating artificial gravity, and this is number 11, the threshold question. Artificial gravity is one of the biggest unsolved problems in spaceflight. We can simulate it through rotation, we can test it with centrifuges, and we know it's essential for long missions. But we still don't know how much gravity the human body actually needs to stay healthy. The moon has like 1/6 G, Mars has about 3/8, and Earth, of course, has 1. We already know that zero gravity causes bone loss, muscle atrophy, and cardiovascular decline, while 1G presumably prevents it because it's what we live in. But what happens in between? Human physiology doesn't like flip on and off. It runs on thresholds. So our hearing has a minimum sound level before it registers, and our eyes need a certain brightness before they see. Now, it might be that bones, muscles, and the cardiovascular system also have a minimum gravitational load that they need. Now, that number, wherever it falls, decides how we build our future in space. If the body can stay healthy with only a small fraction of Earth's gravity, then lunar bases might work just as they are. If it needs a little bit more, Mars could be just right for long-term living. But if the threshold sits higher, closer to like what we feel on Earth, then neither would be enough. And we'd need to build rotating habitats to create full artificial gravity. Now, right now, we simply just don't know. Apollo crews only spent a few days on the moon, not months, and no one has lived in partial gravity long enough to see whether deterioration stops or merely slows down. NASA is currently testing the question with rodent centrifuges aboard the ISS, running them at different gravity levels for months at a time. And if humans start longer stays on the moon under the Artemis program, then we might finally collect some data to fill that gap. But until we can answer that question, we don't really know what we need. So we have the tools to simulate gravity, we have the engineering to build it. What comes next? Well, that's for the next episode. Stay nerdy.